everyone, welcome into the Flippin' Hippos YouTube channel. I'm Star. If you're new here or you have not already, please consider subscribing to the channel and helping us feed a hungry hippo. Today we're going to be talking about Build-A-Bears, which is one of my favorite brands of plushies to sell. Build-A-Bears can range anywhere from low-end bread and butter all the way up to exclusive, expensive plushies. The common misconception with Build-A-Bears is that a lot of them are poop. And I don't think any Build-A-Bear is poop, in my personal opinion, and you have probably heard me say this on the channel before. Even the most plain, just brown teddy bear from Build-A-Bear, I will not start lower than $18, and that's all in. So if you're doing free shipping, it would be $18, $20 if you want to have room to send out offers or entertain offers. And if you charge shipping, you know, you want to do around maybe 10 to 12 with shipping, depending on how much the bear weighs. But your total price should not be lower than $18. If you're selling on Poshmark where they're paying $7 shipping, you can consider $11 or $12 for a start point because they're paying that shipping. But even the most plain Build-A-Bear is better than your run-of-the-mill plushies. And that's a common misconception that I do talk about on here a lot. Build-A-Bear is a luxury brand of stuffed animals. Are they oversaturated? Yes. They have a low sell-through rate. They're slow. Are there a lot of people who don't understand Build-A-Bear and race to the bottom or just don't have the knowledge and price them too low? Yes. But it is up to the educated sellers, those of us who know what we're doing, familiar with Plush, familiar with Build-A-Bear, who know better, who have been selling for quite a while, or even if you're a new seller and you've educated yourself, it's up to all of us to price these appropriately, just like with anything on eBay, and not race to the bottom, not be a part of the problem, not price our items too low. Build-A-Bear, let me say this again, is a luxury brand of stuffed animals. If you want a new one, you have to order it online from Build-A-Bear or go to a mall or a Build-A-Bear workshop in your area and create one. If you buy them used online, they should still reflect the price of a luxury animal. Also, and I don't know if a lot of folks don't know this either, you can take Build-A-Bears into the Build-A-Bear workshops to have them repaired. So if you're like familiar with Craftsman tools from Sears, Build-A-Bear are the Craftsman tools of the plush world. If your bear has a rip or a missing eye or threads coming out, anything like that, you can take them to the Build-A-Bear workshop in your area and they will repair them. If it's not a quick repair, it's going to take a little bit of time. They send them away to the bear hospital to be fixed, and then they will return them to you. There are a few very rare exceptions. Some of the really rare plushies are one-offs, limited editions. They won't repair. And I've actually only heard of that in one case where someone I know had their Evie, hi Crystal, her dog chewed up her Evie and they couldn't fix it. But I think it's because the Evie was rare and they didn't have the ability to fix it. But for the most part, you can take these in and have them restuffed, stitched up, eyeballs put back in, voice boxes fixed and reactivated. So they're worth the money, people. Like even just a plain bear for $18, someone buying that knows for the rest of that bear's life, they can have it restuffed, they can have it fixed. So I don't see any purpose in pricing these too low. I can see a purpose for certain sellers avoiding those common Build-A-Bears. There are sellers out there who are not volume sellers, and that's fine. If it's not your business model, it's not your business model. But if you are a volume seller and you like bread and butter items and you like filler items and you like having a lot of listings active on eBay, all Build-A-Bears are okay. Just price them right. If you do aim for a certain price point or you don't like a lot of volume, then you want to look for the more expensive Build-A-Bears, sure. So first we're going to check out the Build-A-Bear's sell-through rate And then we're going to go over and look at some of the solds. Do you guys know how to figure out the sell-through rate? You're going to learn today if you didn't know. So first you're going to look up the item you want to figure out the sell-through rate on, and today we're doing Build-A-Bear. So I go to Build-A-Bear and I can see that there are 140,000 plus active, but I'll just use the 140,000. Because when I filter to sold, that has a plus sign at the end as well, but I'll just use the number they give me. So what you do is you take the amount that are listed, you add in the amount that are sold, because in the last 3 months, which is how far eBay goes back historically, there were 163,000 Build-A-Bears listed, and of those, the 23,000 sold. So you take the amount sold divided by the total that you got when you added sold plus listed. You times that by 100 to get your percentage. They have a 14% sell-through rate, so that is pretty low. That's very slow. If that was clothing, that would be a no-go for me. But Plushie are a little different. Their sell-through rates are always going to be low. They're a very slow, long-tail item to have. There are some plush that are fast. They do exist. I do have an entire plush guide with like 150 different plush on it that show you the sell-through rates, the average sale price, the average shipping price, and all of that for all of those plush. And in my guide, they're color-coded, yellow being medium speed of sale, which is most common, green is fast, and red is slow. But if you look at my plush guide, most of the stuff is color-coded red. There's a good handful that are yellow and very few that are green. If you're interested in my plush guide, it's actually half off right now. It's $12.49 if you want to grab it. There's a link down below. You don't need a code. It's just on sale. All right, so 14% for plush it's slow. On our guide, personally, we color code anything below 20% in red, which means slow. But again, for plush, that's almost normal. It's one of the slowest selling categories on eBay. And it's why I advise people, if you're going to get into plush, make sure you're a patient person. Make sure you have plenty of room for storage. A plush that sits for a year is probably the same as a pair of jeans sitting for 3 to 6 months. But I have plenty of room and I love plushies. They're so much fun. So, we do sell plush. It's my favorite. You guys know that. You can also be a more selective plush seller and just choose the faster sell-through rates or the higher selling plush and accommodate the room that you have. And if you do that, I would recommend not purchasing a lot of wholesale lots. We buy huge gaylords of plush from American Thrift Supply, and a lot of what we get in there is bread and butter and the slower, longer tail plushies. So if you want to sell plush, but you want to be more selective, you're probably going to have to go out yourself into the wild and pick which ones you want out of what's available at your thrift stores, your bins and your yard sales and things like that. So all of that aside, we're going to now look at some of the prices that the Build-A-Bears are selling for. Originally, I was going to do just the top 10 Build-A-Bears that sold on eBay today. But when I came over to the solds and sorted them by price, shipping highest, I'm flabbergasted. And these could be right. I'm not throwing shade on any of these sellers. But for instance, if you look up Beanie Babies, you guys know the rumors about the money laundering and the shill bidding with these Beanie Babies. I mean, there's no way that Snort the Bowl is going to sell for $63,000, right? So it's questionable, but it could have happened. So what I did was I went through the solds. I wrote down some page numbers that I want to go over with you to show you some of the higher selling Build-A-Bears and what you can be looking for. But these are going to be like probably your once in a lifetime, if you ever find them, Build-A-Bears. These are going to be the rare ones. They're harder to find. You may never find one in your lifetime. And then we'll go to page 80 of the solds, where the more likely for us normal people to find, kind of like in the $50 to $60 range of solds for the Build-A-Bears. And then, just for funsies, we're going to flip it around and look at the cheapest ones that sold, just to see how many turds are out there, who's racing to the bottom, and what they're selling these for. So we'll start with this page 1. You can see that they have in this listing all of the EVs that they accepted a best offer. This one I probably can believe. They have every single EV evolution here in Build-A-Bear form. If you are a Pokemon person, you know that EV has several evolutions. In fact, myself, on my last Pokemon game on the Switch, there's an island you can go to each day. They have a different EV, and I would go each day to get all the EVs. So yes, EV fans and Pokemon nerds may have paid that much for all of the EV evolutions. We have a black Ford Mustang horse named Bossy, 50th anniversary special that sold for $1,000. I saw a lot of Hello Kitties, and you guys will too. The Hello Kitties are good. I would say, the cheapest I've ever sold one for was $25, I want to say, or maybe it was $20, and she was missing a bow. So this is a pink one. You guys, if you ever see the pink Hello Kitty with the hearts, I would say she's a BOLO. This one came with 2 pieces of clothing as well. Here's a collection of 8 different Hello Kitties for $800. This says it's jumbo. How big is jumbo, though? I mean, that looks pretty big. Oh, that is giant. Okay, so that probably did sell for $775. Look how big that is. It looks like his nose lights up as well. I don't know why this is extremely rare. And you guys, don't put extremely rare or hard to find or HTF in your titles. There's no buyer out there who's looking for hard to find HTF Build-A-Bear. When you build your titles, you want to use good keywords. You want to follow the formula that eBay suggests. And you want to refrain from phrases like that. You want to put yourself in the buyer's mindset. If I want the Snuggly Bunny, I'm going to come on eBay and I'm going to search for Build-A-Bear or BAB Snuggly Bunny. As a buyer, I'm not going to be typing in extremely rare. You're just wasting valuable real estate in your title. Pink patchwork puppy. So as we go down, just keep these in mind. These you may never find. Maybe you will. I feel like these really expensive ones are those once-in-a-lifetime finds. So you want to look for EVs. You want to look for this Bossy horse, any Hello Kitties. This, I don't know if it sold for so much because it was Rudolph or it's so big. But in general, big Plush, Build-A-Bear, or any brand are going to sell for a lot of money when they're giant like that. So I always pick up giant ones when I find them. We got Snuggly the Bunny. There's this patchwork puppy. More Hello Kitties. This is the Choco Cat from Sanrio. Here's the tan tropical Hello Kitty, special Halloween Choco Cat. So you can see a lot of the Sanrio ones and Pokemons are going to do really well. This is Espeon. It's a form of Eevee. So you can see the most expensive, most of them on this first page are the Hello Kitties and the Pokemons and the other Sanrio guys. This is a bundle of Sanrios. Huge frog bundle. Disney bundle. The big Care Bear. That's Grumpy. See, they've got the HTF. I would refrain from that. We have a raccoon. This is Ohio's Toledo German-American Festival. So anything like that, that's an exclusive as well. They're going to sell for more. All right, here's a special Halloween Hello Kitty, some food. So let's just keep scrolling. It's a lot of the same thing over and over. I saw a lot of this cat as I was scrolling through the most expensive ones that sold. It's the pumpkin kitty. So it's a kitty with pumpkins on it. A lot of those Halloween ones will do really well. So you guys are kind of getting the idea. We'll scroll down page 2. More of the same. The Eevees, the Sanrios, the Disney Lots, the Hello Kitties. There's a Halloween special. So these are just items you can keep your eyes out for when you're outsourcing. There's a Rocky from Paw Patrol. There's a cute Christmas Hello Kitty. That Grumpy Bear. I wish I could find that Grumpy Bear. Or all the Eevees even, right? So then we'll jump to page 22. Here's another little hack for you guys today, in addition to learning sell-through rate. If you're on a solds on eBay and you want to jump to a specific page, at the end of your address up here where it says PGN equals, you can just type in the page number up there that you want to go to, and you'll go there. All right, so now we have Kuromi from Sanrio, $88. You know, we're so close to $100 and you're seeing the same guys. Sanrios, Special Disneys, that Pumpkin Bear. Hello Kitties do really well. And you know, I know that a lot of people think she's poop. And her Mattel and her Hasbros that are like 4 to 6 inches big, those are your $10 and $12 plushies. But just because those aren't worth money, I don't want you guys to see a BAB or a Build-A-Bear Hello Kitty out in the wild and just pass on it because, oh, it's just Hello Kitty. And that's another thing. If you ever have their original boxes, their certificates, or they have outfits on, they're obviously going to be worth more money. Here's Snorlax. We have a Centennial Teddy Bear. So you can see these are exclusives, special. And we're going to go to page 26. Cruella de Vil. So it's a special Disney one. She's got her certificate in her box. But even just this tan Hello Kitty, and she's supposed to have a bow, sold for almost $100. We have a special Star Wars. But the recurring theme here seems to be this pumpkin cat, Sanrio, especially Hello Kitty, and a lot of the Pokemons. This one is so cute. Oh my gosh, look at the little gingerbread. Isn't that cute? I love that little gingerbread. But you can see we're still closing in on $100 on these. There's a big Mufasa. A singing Mufasa. So we've got a bunch of the My Little Ponies here. This is a special My Little Pony, the Macintosh. I wrote down specific page numbers I wanted to go over with you guys, so we'll do all of those. This is a Harry Potter Badger from the Hufflepuff. Psyduck. There's a special ET. He goes for $80. So you might find some of these in the wild. Just, you know, pay attention to what these are. There's a Strawberry Cow. And you might be able to find these if you're lucky. More often than not, I find the plain Build-A-Bears, but I have found the Hello Kitties before. I have had Pokemon ones. Page 38. Oops. Page 38. Okay, we're still seeing Sanrio. Cinnamon Roll is the rabbit here. A National Lampoon, a Blueberry Cow, the Strawberry Cow. Oh my gosh, they're so cute. Hey, more Eevees and Hello Kitties. Imagine that. This is the Halloween Werewolf. This is a Bolo. I've seen him mentioned in several groups before. Don't mistake him for a bear when you see him in the wild. See his claws on his toes? That werewolf is definitely a bolo. You got Bowser. Peaches, peaches, peaches. Did you all see the Super Mario Brothers movie? If you did, you got that reference. If not, you're probably like, why is she singing about peaches? Look at this Halloween lot. Super cute. There's another Cruella de Vil. A Yoshi. But you can see there's like mostly the same animals over and over again in these real expensive ones. All right, page 42. That cinnamon roll. Cinema roll. Cinnamon roll. Cinema roll. But you're seeing a lot of the same ones, right? There's the How to Train Your Dragon Toothless. He's worth money. He's a bolo. And these are the solds that we're looking through, guys. So keep that in mind. You may want to get out a piece of paper and a pen. Here's A Nightmare Before Christmas. Those are worth money. And as I'm going through this, you can rewind if you need to. But maybe take notes. Maybe write some of these down. Memorize them. Know what you're looking for when you're out in the wild. Mostly My Little Ponies, Pokemons, and Sanrio, and anything rare or vintage movies and TV shows. And if all else fails, guys, you can always comp before you buy. Look at these. Those cows, man. They are so cute. Look for those strawberry and blueberry cows. Here's a Barbie plush. Of course, that's going to be worth a lot of money right now because Barbie is trending. All right, the last page we're going to look at is probably going to be stuff we're more likely to find. The honey girls. I've actually had a honey girl. She's kind of a little weird looking, but we've got a scarecrow from Halloween, Wizard of Oz, the Disney Lilo and Stitch. I've had the Trekking Turtle before with and without his backpack. I have found him more than once. Here's Gollum. So, these are like your $30 to $50, maybe $60 Build-A-Bears. But they're a little more common and you're probably a little bit more likely to find them. There's Spock. So the cars from Batman. Little outfits. So cute. There's the werewolf again. He's probably priced a little too low there. There's two of the dragons. Oh my gosh, this Frankenstein. How cute is he? How cute is he? And then special ones like this Nikki Bear. I have her naked without any clothes. If you find them with clothes and they're a theme, you want to keep them in their outfit. If it's not a theme, strip the Build-A-Bear. You can sell the animal separate from the clothing and usually make a little bit more money. But if it's a theme, like obviously you're going to leave Jack Skellington in his iconic outfit, right? You're going to leave her and her outfit because clearly she's part of a theme. This one, I don't know. I probably would have stripped it and sold the ugly Christmas sweater separate and the shoes separate. So just use your best judgment. If it's clearly a theme or it's an iconic character in their outfit that's well known, leave them dressed. Here's a zombie one. And strip them if it's not and sell them separate. I mean, you can see here this red Hello Kitty top by itself sold for $42. This Thanksgiving turkey bear costume, almost $50, all in with shipping. You can make a lot. This one sold for almost $50 again. So keep that in mind. You can also sell unstuffed Build-A-Bears. They can just buy the skin. Just make sure that you say in the title that it is unstuffed and it's a skin. And I would probably mention it again down here. You can take these in and have them stuffed, right? All right, so before I let you guys go, just for laughs, let's flip this around and look at lowest. 1 cent free shipping. I don't know that I would sell anything for 1 cent free shipping, but there you go. Let's see. They don't really have a lot of information on him. 3 cents free shipping. And this looks like a special one, right? Oh, error. The Delish Donut Shopkins. So let's just look her up by herself. Delish Donut Build-A-Bear Shopkins. Not Shopkins, whatever. It's the holder up. So we got 14, 10, and 3 cents undersold. And we've got them listed for a lot more than that. 15 cents. 65. You guys, I have sold this one before for 20 bucks. Not 99 cents with free. I don't understand how anybody lets anything go for that. You're like losing money. I just sold this horse on Poshmark. Yes, I had it pulled up to show you for $12. So on eBay, that would be something I would have up for 12 plus right around 13 shipping because it's over a pound. So this all in is an over $20 animal. But again, I let it go on Poshmark for 12 because they're paying $7 shipping over there. But there's no reason why it sold for $1.25 with free ship. Build-A-Bear Marvel Captain America. I'm sure he's worth a lot more than that. Build-A-Bear Marvel Captain America. $65, $68. I mean, and let's look at solds. $28. I don't know that I would have let these two go together for that cheap. They're 9 inchers. They're smaller. Maybe. I just cannot believe what people. You're losing money. You're paying the buyer to take your item off your hands, and you're losing money when you do things this low. Don't sell anything for $1 free ship, guys, for real. I've sold Rhea. This is Rhea, by the way. I've sold her for 25, 30 bucks. So this is part of the problem. And if people continue to do this, the value of Build-A-Bears really will be lost. Really will be lost. So just keep that in mind. Remember what Build-A-Bears are worth. Remember they are a luxury stuffed animal. They can go for a lot more money than most people are asking for. If you ever want to see what I'm listing a particular Build-A-Bear for, my store is public. You can look. Robert Zombie Bargain Hunter, his store is public. You can look at what he's listing Build-A-Bears for. Just don't be part of the problem. Build-A-Bears are a great source of income. They have a solid, loyal fan base and following. And even people who don't collect Build-A-Bears will pay $18 for a nice dog or a bear, especially going into Q4. So just keep all of that in mind. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns about anything you saw in this video or reselling in general, let me know in the comments. I do answer all my comments. And join my Facebook group, Flippin' Hippos Reseller Pod. There's a link in the description, or you can just search for us. There's a lot of plush sellers in there. You can ask lots of questions. You can learn more about your Build-A-Bears. There's a lot of sellers in there in general that sell a lot of stuff. It's a really positive atmosphere, and you can ask questions, and people are very helpful, and no one ever makes you feel dumb. There are no stupid questions in my group. It's a very nice, positive place to be. Go be productive, guys. Go make some money. And as always, thank you so much for watching. Y'all are the best. Bye.